Okay, so today we're going to be covering the Diamond Casino heist with the Big Con approach. Now, you might be thinking, wait, haven't you already covered that? I have, but that was with the Group 6 disguise. Today we're going to be focusing on the BUGSTARS disguise. And the BUGSTARS is definitely more difficult than the Group 6 approach because, unlike the Group 6, you don't just walk straight into the vault. Once you get down to the basement, it almost becomes like silent and sneaky, and you have to knock the guards out without being detected. So just before we get into it, make sure to give 5% to the driver and the gunman and give 10% to the hacker. I've already got a video explaining why you should do that, I'll link it in the description. And also make sure all the optional preps are done because it does make the heist a lot easier. I guess you could leave out the power drills because you probably won't have time to drill out the small loot boxes. But anyway, with that out of the way, let's just get straight into it. Now with the BUGSTAR method, it automatically puts you in the staff lobby for the entrance. For the exit, also choose staff lobby. For the buyer, obviously go with high buyer. And for the exit disguise, choose the noose outfits. Now all we need to do is decide who gets what cut and you're ready to start the heist. Now just pull up outside the staff lobby and enter the casino. And don't worry about the cameras because they're displayed in white. And make sure all your weapons are concealed. Once you get inside, just follow this route to Agatha's office, and the metal detector will beep when you walk through it, that's just normal. It won't set the alarms off or alert the guards, and you'll notice that some guards are displayed in white and other guards are displayed in red. As long as you don't go in the cone of vision of the guards displayed in red, no one will be alerted. As far as the guards in white are concerned, you're just normal pest control and they won't suspect anything at this point. So just continue following this route to Agatha's office. Once you get up there'll be a few guards in the corridor, but again, they won't suspect anything, so just walk right past them and then head into the office. Once you're inside the office, you'll be using the elevator to get down to the basement. In order to gain access to the elevator, you have to do the thumbprint hacks, 4 of them in total. Make sure that you're confident with the thumbprint hacks because if you take too long or you fail too many, then this will set off the alarm and you will blow your cover. So once you've done that, just head into the elevator and you'll spawn right in the basement. Okay, so now you've made it down to the basement and this is when things start to get a bit tricky. So there's a guy standing right here, make sure there's no other guards nearby, creep up behind him and then knock him out with your pistol. So now that you've knocked this guy out, there's another guy in the middle and that's the next target. But as you can see, there's 2 guards walking back into the room. In order to get to the guy in the middle, you have to wait until these 2 guys have disappeared back up the corridor here. The way to succeed with this heist is to just be patient. You have to wait till the guards are out of the way and then you can knock out the one behind the desk. So now that these 2 guards are walking back up the corridor, now's your chance to go into the middle and knock the guy out behind the desk. So now, creep up behind this guard, watch out for that camera, and then knock him out with your pistol. And once you've done that, head straight back to where you were, because at this point the guards are going to be walking back into the room. So now, when we check the map, there's one more guy to take out, and that's the guy in the office. But as you can see, the guards are walking back into the room. So again, just wait until they're out the room before you try to take him out. So now, when we check the map, we can see that these 2 guys are walking back out into the corridor. Now's your chance to take out the one in the office. Now, before you make your way over to the office, wait for the guy inside to turn round, otherwise he'll probably see you through that window. Once he's turned round, head over to this area here and hide behind this wall. Now, even though his back is turned at this point, don't try to enter the office because the chances are he'll probably turn back round and notice you. So wait until he turns round and comes up this way. At this point, quickly make your way over to this doorway here, swap your keycards and get into the room and knock him out before he has a chance to react. You have to do this quickly, otherwise he'll notice you and ring the alarm. So now that you've knocked him out, the coast is clear and you can head straight into the vault. Once you've made it to the vault door, you'll be drilling your way through it. And do bear in mind that these drills can be a bit tricky to use, but once you get the hang of it, it should be quite easy. Now you're inside, you'll have to do the thumbprint hacks in order to unlock the small rooms. Take as much as you possibly can and make sure to leave the vault before the timer runs out, otherwise the gas will come on and the guards will be alerted. When you're done inside the vault, just swap your keycards and head back to the basement. So now that you're back in the basement, when you check the map, you'll notice that there's one guy that's moving and there's one guy that's just standing still. Now with this, it's important to time this correctly because you want to knock these guys out when they're far away from each other and obviously when they're out of sight of any cameras. So again, just be patient and wait for the right opportunity to make your move. Wait for the guard who's walking around to come back into the room and start walking in the opposite direction. Now, start to move forward and get ready to take out the first guard. Simply hide under this camera and wait for it to move out the way. Once the camera turns back around, creep up behind this guy and knock him out. And also make sure that the other guy is far away enough so that he doesn't hear anything. Now that this guy's been taken care of, head up the corridor, just wait for that camera to move out of the way, and you can knock out the last guy before heading up the staircase. So once you've knocked this guy out, you've now cleared a path and you can head straight for the upstairs floor. Now before you head up the stairs, beware that there is a camera there, so just crack the door open slightly, just enough so that you can see where the camera is and the camera can't see you. Once you're confident the camera's facing the other way, quickly run up the stairs and then stand against the wall. When the camera moves aside, just continue up the stairs and head to the top floor. As you reach the top floor, there will be a guy patrolling in the corridor. Knock him out just as he passes the staircase. At this point, I accidentally bumped into him and we almost alerted him, but luckily we knocked him out in time. Next thing you want to do is head this way and there'll be a guy in the corridor. Wait until he walks past this door, creep up behind him and then knock him out with your pistol. Now because Rockstar's made a few changes to the heist, sometimes that door is blocked off. If it is, you want to head round this way. Now watch out because there's a guard in the room, so just make sure he's not looking out the window and then make your way round. Also watch out for the camera, just make sure it's facing the opposite way, then quickly sneak under it by going against the wall. If the guard in the corridor is facing your way, you can quickly take cover behind the wall just next to the door. Once he turns his back, just creep up behind him and knock him out. Once you've done that, wait for the guy in the corridor to start walking back the other way. You don't need to knock him out, just head straight into the laundry room and pick up your noose outfit disguises. Now that you're wearing these, you'll notice the enemy icons on the map have turned white, meaning you can walk right past them and they won't suspect anything. Just make sure your weapons are concealed and head towards the staff lobby. Now on your screen it says exit via the main entrance. Ignore that and follow this route to the staff lobby. Once you get outside, turn right and follow this route right here. You're not going to be using the racetrack because, as I said earlier, Rockstar have updated it and they spawned more cops on the racetrack. So just follow this route. Simply knock this guy out here and continue moving forward. Now knock this guy out and head straight for the getaway vehicles. Now it's pretty straightforward from here, just try to avoid any cops, head straight to the sewer tunnels to lose your wanted level. Simply drive into this tunnel here, lose the cops, emerge at this point and turn left onto the freeway. Now just continue following the highway, don't go the way the GPS wants you to go because otherwise it will take you past the casino and you'll get a wanted level. Just continue going this way and the GPS will reroute you. And now you've made it to the buyer and that's it, you've completed the BUGSTARS approach for the big con. I hope you found this helpful. If you have, then feel free to drop a like. If you enjoy my content, then consider subscribing and I'll see you next time.